What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team video, the first one. Lots of information on FIFA in general and FIFA 19 has been released today. We're going to run through everything EA's got on the site, some things that might not be on the site that we saw via the Twitch live stream, and have a chat about it, give my opinion on it. First and foremost though guys, I'm super excited for FIFA 19. I feel like they've definitely captured a few of the things that we wanted through FIFA 18 and have put them into FIFA 19, but of course until we get into the actual game and play it and understand it to its fullest degree, we'll never know how it's actually going to play. But I am very hyped. Now before we get into the rest of the video guys, if you could drop a thumbs up on the video, that'd be much appreciated. And of course if you want to become a YouTube member, link is in the description below. The perks will be there as you go to sign up. So FIFA Ultimate Team, FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. Features, division rivals, more ways to play, news, team of the week, more, and web app. We're just going to go through this first page first. FIFA 19 play, earn, upgrade. Build your dream team and be a part of the most popular mode in FIFA, which we will be. Division rivals. So this is the new game mode within FIFA Ultimate Team. Discover your place in the FUT community and take on players of similar skill level from around the world. I love that, similar skill level. That is what I've been asking for. This essentially is a ranked ladder system. I'm not fully aware of certain things regarding it, but we'll get into it in a second. In this brand new mode for FUT 19, you'll compete against others in your division to earn your choice of weekly rewards to improve your squad. And so with that, here we go. Divisions rivals, discover your place in the FUT community and take on players of similar skill level, help improve your squad. So skill rating, a new way to compete online. When you start division rivals, let me pop this up. Let me just make sure. There we go. That's better. Can we go one more? There we go. That's much better. When you start your division rivals for the first time, you'll play a set of placement matches to see how you measure up against other players. You'll be assigned a skill rating based on your performance in those matches, which determines your division. The result of each match you play in your division during the week impacts your skill rating. Build up a high skill rating, and you could move to a high division. So as you can see on the screenshot here. The person, I think this was Chew, yeah, this was Chew Boy's account. So Chew was in Division 3. You can see he needs 2,200 points to get to Division 2. Now something I'm confused about with this is whether or not you move up a division just via achieving the skill points, or is it at the end of the week? And the reason why I'm confused about that is because of this. So Dunans and Dragons, a live producer for EA Sports FIFA, tweeted at myself and another Twitter user, Adam, says you stay in your division for the week and move up or down at the end of the weekly competition into your new division for that next competition. And so what that would basically mean is that even if you hit or surpass the skill rating, you only stay in your division until the following week. And somebody on Twitter pointed out that that could potentially snag problems itself, because let's say within the first day you get to your division max limit, you now have no reason to play even this competition for the rest of the week, because if you hit your, let's say you get up to 2,200 points so that you're going to progress on to Division 2 on Monday, playing more might end up, if you lose throughout the week and you play more, you might end up dropping skill points and then not getting promoted. So I don't think, I personally thought the way it would work is that you'd play through the week, and then, you know, if you get up to 2,200 skill points, you're in Division 2. You get up even more to 2,400 skill points, you're in Division 1. Obviously, if you start losing, you go down maybe into Division 4, Division 3, Division 2, etc., etc. And you just bounce up and down between the divisions based on how you play throughout the life cycle of your FIFA, not on given weeks. So that was a bit confusing to me, because I don't think waiting makes sense. Because let's say you get placement matches, so it says you'll play a set of placement matches to see how you measure up. Now, I don't know exactly how this works. Again, I'm just theorizing. But let's assume that you go your placement matches, and for whatever reason you're put into Division 10, but you're a Division 3 caliber player. It then might take you 7 weeks to get up to Division 3 if you can only advance one division per week. And that just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't seem like the right thing to do for me personally. However, if you're in Division 10 and you continue to play and play and play and play and play, and you get up to say 1,600 skill rating points, and then the next week you start in Division 4, that makes more sense, except for the fact that on that 1 week you're going to get Division 10 rewards instead of Division 4 rewards. That would be a bit frustrating, but that would make far more sense. So we come down to the weekly score. Each week in Division Rivals is an entirely, I think they mean an entirely new competition, and you can earn rewards at the end of every week. Your weekly score determines your rank within the division, and a higher rank means a better choice of rewards when each competition ends. So essentially you have points that you can accumulate through the week via playing games. So on this instance, I think this is just for the purpose of the promotional content here, but it says rank 5 is 0, then rank 4 is 591, 592, 593, 594, and you can see when you finish in a rank, you get a choice of a few rewards. Chewboy was offered 3 different rewards. I hope these aren't the rewards, because option 1 here is a premium gold players pack. Option 2 is 3 premium gold packs, but this is for Division 2. And so with how many divisions there are, and the fact that this is going to be a competitive rank-based system, if you're only getting, a premium gold players pack, a 25k pack for finishing in rank 1 Division 2, I don't think that's worth it. But that might be the way it's going to be, because FUT Champs is still in FIFA. And so it seems like this might be a way to give people that weekly online competitive nature and not want to overburden them with rewards. And then FUT Champs is the one where it's like, hey, here's all your games, and this is for the big boy rewards. So I don't know about that. Again, this is all promotional stuff, so it might just be that this is the case for the promotion, the promotion essentially. This is just to show us that there are several different options in rewards. So if you finish in Division 3 and you get enough points for rank 3, you'll get a worse reward than for rank 2, and obviously a worse reward for rank 1, etc, etc. FUT Champions qualification points. Qualify for the weekend league. Every win in Division Rivals not only gets you closer to the next division, it also takes you one step closer to the weekend league. An overhauled FUT Champions qualification system awards you points to use for qualification in the weekend league. When you've earned enough points, you can redeem them to enter the current weekend league, or hold on to them to use for future qualification. So you can decide which weekend you want to play in. Re-qualification to the weekend league also works differently. Each weekend league win also earns points that can be used to enter into future weekend leagues. So that's a beautiful thing. I don't know if they've actually got another screenshot of that. They haven't. Let me go into the Twitter account real quick. Okay, so I actually had to go to the Twitch account and rewatch the broadcast. So you can see here, this is after a game that Chewboy played in divisions. He got 480 weekly score points, which would help him rank in that 1 through 5 within his specific division for a reward. He got more of a skill rating, which would obviously help him improve his overall skill rating to go up divisions. And then he got 34 weekend league points. And what Chewboy gets is 2.6 points per win, because he's in a higher division. Obviously, it makes it a lot easier for him to qualify for FUT Champs. And what this is I guess that once you fill up this bar, you get a token to enter the weekend league. And this is great for a number of reasons, because even if you're bad at FIFA and you're a Division 10 kind of guy, if you just play a hell of a lot of games, win or lose, you will eventually accumulate enough points to be able to enter into the weekend league. Whereas this year, if you're not good enough to win the daily knockout tournament, and if you're not good enough to get into Division 2 or Division 1 in seasons, you will never have the opportunity to get into the weekend league. Now, the fact that the weekend league there is still there, it brings up two concerns for me. Number one, it brings up the concern of how valuable is FUT Rivals going to be. Like I said, those rewards that we saw weren't overwhelming. They were actually quite underwhelming. I would like to see more items in that section of unique players. Maybe give us a special card in there instead of packs and coins, something good to work towards. And number two, it means the weekend league is still here and will probably still be a focus point. It's still going to be the way that you're going to qualify for events. It's still going to have at least a 40-game weekend. And based on some information that we've seen on Reddit, where a guy basically tested the game, he explained that all of this stuff was going to be in the game 2 months ago, and he was right with everything. He said they're also talking about the possibility of improving the weekend league from 40 games to 60 games to really show that there's a skill gap. I don't think that is wise, personally. I think 40 games in 3 days is in itself just far too much. But that's definitely a possibility of something that EA are going to put into this game. or that guy was just misguided and we shouldn't trust something that's not from an EA source. That's also a very fair thing to say. But yeah, you're going to be able to gain points to earn for the Weekend League. And then what that other screenshot said right here is that the wins that you get in the Weekend League will also generate you points to re-qualify for the Weekend League. So once you qualify the first time through FUT Rivals, then when you play in the Weekend League, it'll become, you know, predominantly more easier and easier to re-qualify for the Weekend League. It then asked us to get the Champions Edition, and we go on from there. So let us go back to the features. Let's see the next feature that we've got. Division Rivals we looked at. FUT Icons. Add some of the biggest football legends to your squad with a new set of FUT Icons that are being introduced in FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. Experience unique versions of each icon with stories featuring individual player items that represent each player's milestone career moments. And then there's a video for Steven Gerrard. I actually want to see some of the icons, so let's go onto the Twitter account again. And here we are on EA's Twitter account. So the items released were Rivaldo, Cruyff, Eusebio. Let's get it on that left-hand side. Gerrard and Lampard. And interestingly, EA have given Steven Gerrard a higher rating than Lampard. More pace, more passing, more physical, more defending, more dribbling, and the same shooting. So in the age-old debate of who was better, who is better, who had the better career, EA are saying Gerrard. I'm not saying Gerrard. What do you guys think? But yeah, we've got a Lampard card, a Gerrard card, a Rivaldo card that I'm super pumped about, a Cruyff card, and a Eusebio card. Those icon cards, by the way, look amazing. I really like the design. I think they're amazing. And then they also released information on Raul, another confirmed icon, so obviously the Real Madrid legend. I loved watching Raul when I was growing up, and to see him in the game is going to be great. Great pace, shooting and dribbling, good passing, good physicals. On top of that, whilst we're on the EA Twitter, we got the new ones to watch type cards. So Ronaldo will be a ones to watch. Now don't take these ratings or positions to mean anything. It said in the Twitch stream, they are FIFA 18 ratings or unconfirmed ratings at different points in time. So these are not what we are to expect during FIFA 19. However, I will say one thing. A, good to have Ronaldo as a one-to-watch card. That'll be expensive throughout the whole year. And B, these cards look insane. Like, they are so cool the way they look. I really like the way they look. As we go down a bit further, we now have the new player pick feature. So what Gabe or Gizarro said in the promotional piece was that you can either get these player pick packs through SBCs or in packs. So you might open a gold pack and one of the items might be a player pick pack. You then open that player pick pack, it will produce either 2, 3, 4 or 5 players to pick from. That is what it was said on the EA promotional piece. And then you can select one of them and that will be your player. And I love this because hopefully this is, you know, input into FUT Rivals and Weekend League rewards, because so many times when we get our rewards, we just get players and items that are just not usable for us. In this instance, like, let's say you've got a Premier League team, you're now like, hey, I could either get Aurier or Bravo that will improve my team, or I could get, you know, if I've got a La Liga team, I could take Casilla or Vitolo, and if I've got a German team or a Bundesliga team, we could take Rudy. Also, this looks to be the new UEFA Champions League and Europa League card type. They're pretty cool. I don't know if they're going to be in the game from day one or if they're going to be an upgrade, you know, like for man of the matches and good performances and stuff. But these look pretty cool. And then we also have the dynamic tactics. Now this, for me, is amazing, because although it has your game plan as ultra defensive, defensive attacking and ultra attacking, and then a default one which will be balanced, of course, what I like about this is that it doesn't actually matter what it says in terms of ultra defensive, defensive attacking, and ultra attacking. You can set these to whatever you want. So you could essentially have 2 defensive tactics and 2 attacking tactics, or you could have 3 attacking tactics and your defensive tactic could be you know, an offensive formation. And it just, what it does is it allows you to change your game on a whim in-game without having to pause it and switch things around, and I think that's awesome. What we also got to see was a lot of how the width players in box, corners, free kicks and stuff like that, how it worked, which I really liked. Let me go onto Twitch and see if I can find that specific spot. Alright, so here we are. This is the Twitch live stream. There's my main man, Chew Boy. So he's going through the tactics. From what I saw, there was no new formations available. But what I loved about what he did with the tactics when he did the tactics. Although is that 3-1-4-2 is a new formation actually. I beg your pardon. So 3-4-1-2. So 3 centre backs, 1 CDM, 4 midfielders, and 2 attackers. That's quite an offensive formation, to be fair. Boy's obviously talking here about the different tactics because he lost to a guy that had, or he played a guy that had 5 at the back in one of his games previously. And let's skip through and see if he can go to showing us the settings there. So there we go. You've got the skill instructions for individual players. Obviously, the width and stuff like that we see so much here today. But then there is also the section like this. Okay, so this is what I loved a lot. So obviously, you can edit each individual game plan. I suppose you can have 5 game plans, 1 as default, and then 2 attacking and 2 defensive on the D-pad. But what I loved about this is that when you looked at the way that, like, you don't have numbers anymore, you have 10 widgets, and I like this much better because when Boy was playing through these, when he changed it, as you can see with that crossing thing feature right there, it actually shows you what happens. Like if he puts his width, let me try and get that back before the width thing here. Let me try and click through this. So when we get him on width here, see he is 6 widgets into the width, and this is how his team would line up. You know, he's on the 4-1-2-1-2, and it shows exactly where his players would be. When he clicks up through a widget, it now shows his team far wider, his back line a bit more split, but that also then leaves gaps in between his 2 centre backs, and his 2 strikers are a bit wider as well. And I love the fact that it shows you what happens with your team in each specific formation as well to the players, because if you're the kind of guy that really utilises the wings and you're playing with a low width and your 2 wingers are super narrow, right now in FIFA you don't understand how to change that. But with the dynamic tactic system, EA are really explaining to people what each specific tactic does, how it impacts your game, and you can really tailor it to your own gameplay, which I really like. And when it goes to players in the box, the more you throw it up, the more players get in the box for crosses and such, and I find that to be absolutely amazing. Looking back a bit further through the Twitter stuff, I think the last thing that we have available from their Twitter is the choose your reward option. Again, this is pretty cool. This is obviously from the weekly FUT rivals, and again, this is what I wasn't like. It's a weird one anyway, because you've got option 1, which is a premium gold players pack, I believe. Option 2, which is 2 rare gold packs. And option 3, which is 11,500 coins. Now, option 3 obviously is flat out coins, so it could be more valuable than a pack, even though option 1 has a 25k pack and option 2 has 2 25k packs. But Boy was told basically to choose option 1 because he packed an icon out of this pack that was kind of set up. So again, I don't know if this is actually going to even represent anything close to what the rewards will actually be from the weekly competition, but be interesting to see. So all in all, guys, I was really hyped about FIFA 19 Ultimate Team stuff that's to come. EA also released some information on regular FIFA. We don't have it here, sadly, but there is a new, I can't believe they haven't actually tweeted about the new regular FIFA. Yeah, they have, let me see if I can get on it actually. So skipping through the website, I actually found another piece of information here, a fresh way to manage pack items. A completely redesigned item flow allows you to manage your new items much more quickly so that you can spend more time building your squad. Newly packed items are placed directly into your club with a more user-friendly interface that helps you decide whether to keep, quick sell or transfer list items. That's interesting. Confirm, move all, list on transfer market, compare price. I mean, this looks kind of the same, really. Doesn't actually look... It says newly packed items are placed directly into your club. I mean, it looks like the same pack animation. We'll have to get into the game to have a feel about with that one. Won't really see anything after that. And then we've also got advanced search options. Whether you're building a new squad or completing Squad Builder Challenge, added advanced filters streamline the process of finding players within your club. These search filters include the option to filter by most recent items and tradable or untradeable status. I'm hoping here we'll be able to put in rares and non-rares, special cards and not special cards. I'm hoping we'll be able to differ between the different individual versions of special cards. Like if I want to search for Team of the Year Ronaldo instead of Team of the Season Ronaldo, I should be able to have that possibility. I also hope to be able to search via rating. Like if we're trying to put together an 83 rated squad, I want the game to show me all of my players between 80 and 84 and only the rares. You know, something like that. I'm hoping that they've actually really upgraded the advanced search feed options rather than just added a couple more options. But again, we won't know the answer to that one until we actually get hands-on within the game. And then again, it comes back down to talking about buying the game, which of course I will. I did really want to see regular FIFA and show the new kickoff mode. EA actually have Battle Royale, essentially. I'm going to go and find it. I'll be right back. Alright, I think I got it. So here we go. Welcome to the new kickoff. New ways to play kickoff, stat tracking against your opponents, and take your progression anywhere. FIFA 19 includes creative and brand new ways to play one of the game's most popular features, kickoff mode. This refresh kickoff opens up the mode with new match types, stat tracking, and more, making it easier and more exciting for you to take on friends anywhere that you play FIFA 19. So in addition to classic kickoff, which is simply a normal match without added visuals or modified rules, there are 5 new match types that players can choose from. UEFA Champions League, House Rules, a best of series, home and away, and cup finals. Each type has a twist on the normal match experience in kickoff, keeping things interesting and fresh every time you play the game. So UEFA Champions League, the most prestigious club competition in the world, is just integrated into kickoff as it is in the rest of FIFA 19. From group stage matches to the final, you can set up a custom Champions League match with specific visuals, rules, and more that provide a realistic, immersive tournament experience. And this, what I like here is you can set up a custom Champions League match. I wonder if you can set up a full custom Champions League. So in terms of like when we're doing Fatal and stuff, you can go like out into the knockout stages and actually put people against each other in the game properly without, you know what I mean? That sounds pretty good. House Rules. If you've ever wanted to play a match in FIFA with different rules or no rules at all, the House Rules match type is just for you. You can set up a match with a selection of custom rules including no rules, survival, long range, first two, and headers and volleys. So survival mode. Each time a user scores a goal, a random player from the scoring club is removed, excluding the goalkeeper, to create a challenge for the player with a score advantage. And we saw Bates and Zwayback, Castro and Tubeboy play this. It was 11v11, which was a little sad because I would love to have seen like a 5v5 version of this where you can have all your friends jumping in and all playing like that. That would be pretty cool. And it seemed to actually, although it says it's a random player, it wasn't in a random order. It was a midfielder first, then a defender, then an attacker. Both times that both sets of teams scored 3 goals. This is pretty cool that it will be incredibly fun if you can play co-op. So if myself and AA all the way back at his house can play against, say, Nick and Bateson, that would be fun. But if you have to be on the same console, much less fun. No rules. Anything goes in this match type in which there are no offside calls, no fouls or bookings. Sounds quite interesting. Long range. Any goals scored inside the box will count as 1 goal, but goals from outside the box will count as 2 goals. First 2. This match type lets you set a custom win condition. Whether it's the first to score, first to 3 goals, etc. The match will still play to the clock and go through full time, as well as extra time and penalties if you choose. Headers and volleys. You can only score in this match type with a header or a volley. Free kicks and penalties also count, but any other goal scored using your feet outside of a volley will be disallowed. Best of series. Play classic matches in a 3 or 5 match series to determine an overall winner. Home and away. This is a 2-legged match type in which you play 1 home, 1 away to determine an overall winner. Obviously, then cup finals. Play your matches 1 handful of real-life cup finals, including Champions League final, Europa League final, FA Cup final, and others. Official kits, badges, match balls, and authentic broadcast overlays for a select few tournaments provide an authentic cup feel experience. And you can see that another graphic there for Classic, House Rules, UEFA Champions League, Cup Final, Home and Away. I think, for me personally, the House Rules stuff is quite interesting. It offers a lot by way of what you can do online with friends, if it's online with friends. If it's only offline on the console that you're at, I don't think I'll touch this whole area for the whole year, if I'm being honest. Stat tracking. You can now track your kickoff mode, record, and stats, and I would love to see this in Ultimate Team. I think we need more stats in Ultimate Team, including detailed analytics from all matches played within the mode. Use the stats to analyse and refine your game plan, tweak your pre-game tactics, and prepare for every match. And we can see as we skip down, if they got an image, there you go. So these are the detailed stats at the end of every game. Your passes per match, your loss of possession per match, the tackles, dribbles, etc., etc. And there's a couple of pages of this, and it just gives a whole bunch of stats for you so you can see where you're going wrong, where you're going right, how to improve, etc., etc. We then look at account linking, take your kickoff stats anywhere, and it's sad that it does seem to be just kickoff stats only. But that was the other thing that I wanted to show there, guys. So that is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section what you think about FUT, the new kickoff mode. and just the game in general. Are you excited? Are you happy with what's come? Was you expecting more? Have they outdone your expectations? Let me know down below, guys, and it'll be good to have a chat about this again in a few days with some of the responses from you guys. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.